So welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm super excited today. Normally we're in the studio, but I wanted to get out of the studio and make sure you guys got a chance to see one of these beautiful custom homes by J. Anthony Custom Homes. We are here in Celina, Texas, and this neighborhood is called Redbud. This particular community is all J. Anthony homes, and there are currently 28 lots on this home, but only 9 are available. So today we're going to go through this particular home. J. Anthony is a custom builder, so none of the homes are the same. You actually get to build it from the ground up yourself. So I want you guys to kind of see this first part of the home, which is the elevation. It's absolutely gorgeous. We will make sure you guys can see some shots from the landscaping, but right when you start off in the front, you have this long driveway all the way up to a 4-car garage, which is amazing. Oftentimes on some of these L-shaped homes, you'll either see just the 2 or 3, but J. Anthony on this model did 4 garages. So that is very, very nice. You also kind of see right here, we have this porch area. I don't know about you, but a lot of homes here in Texas don't have porches, and I kind of miss those. I really wish we saw a lot more of those. When I was a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, homes had porches, but we don't see them very often. So I'm really glad that J. Anthony did a porch on this particular home. So come on in. So when you first come in, just off to the right, you have this amazing study, and I just really love the details that J. Anthony added to this door. As you can see, they're sliding doors, but they have glass, so you can see in and out depending on who's in the study. And of course, this study is nice and spacious, really nice, really big window. This fixture is amazing, and I love the detail that they've done with the accent wall here. So a lot of space. You could do so much with this room. So of course, make it in a study, but it also could be like one of those front lounge areas, depending on how you kind of functionalize and live through your home. So this study is to die for, and I really love how it's at the front of the house, so you can kind of see everything that's going on. So I really love what J. Anthony has done here. We have white oak all throughout the floors as soon as you walk through, and what they've really got the details down was just how wide this foyer feels. It feels really large with the reset lighting and the paneling in the ceiling, but then also this window. You do not see this often in foyers, a floor to ceiling window, and this window gives it a lot of light that's coming into the room, and it makes it feel a lot larger than this area really is. So I really love that detail. And as soon as we get into the living room area, you are walking into a beautiful space. This particular living room has about 15 feet ceiling height, but with J. Anthony, because all of their homes are custom, you can do anything between 15 and 18 feet. And you're gonna have your open living room space that feeds directly into your kitchen, which we will get to in just a minute, as well as your dining room space. But I wanna make sure I point out that sometimes when you're walking through the master plan communities or some of the other builders, it's so neutral in the homes. And what I really like about what J. Anthony has done is that there's a lot of texture, detail, and dimension in the design and the structure of this home. Starting with this fireplace, it is floor to ceiling. This is gorgeous. It is marble paneling, and it is electric fireplace here. And this type of design gives a lot of dimension and texture to this room. So huge living space. This whole area is really great for those of you who are having family gatherings, if you're entertaining friends, you're having that girls brunch on Sundays. This area and how this is functionally laid out is perfect for that. Right under the TV area, I want to make sure I point out all of the storage that you have under the cabin area. They've made no shortcuts on how much storage you can have for all of your technology that you need, whether that's projectors or screens or whatever, your Nintendo, smart boxes, all of that good stuff. You have plenty of storage space all under the TV. And not to mention the size of this TV So you have options on which direction you want to go for your TV. Not to mention that since this is custom, if you wanted to add bookshelves here or any additional shelving, there are options for that with J. Anthony as well. So let's come over and take a look at this kitchen. And we all know that homes sell mostly because of the kitchen and the bathrooms. And J. Anthony did not miss a beat. These countertops here are going to be quartz. And again, I really love what they've done with the texture. And they also added this texture on this paneling on the island here. All of the cabinetry is going to be white oak, which has been trending lately. And I really like it. I'm really glad that we've gotten away from some of the white and grays that we've seen builders do, because this just adds a little bit more flavor and more modern texture and feel to the homes. So we have not missed a beat again on storage. There is storage all over this kitchen. So we're going to start over here because you have a full on storage area and cabinet as well as shelving up and down. So you can do whatever you want here, from a bar to a coffee area. You have so much area. You can also have this as extra storage space for any office items that you may need. But if you are a chef or a kitchen lover, you have everything you need for all of your utensils. So they have not skipped a beat on storage space. J. Anthony does a really good job with their appliances. I want to say the appliances are through Thermador. We have 2 double ovens here with a gas stove range. Very nice. So if you are a cook, this kitchen is a dream. The other cool detail that I really like that J. Anthony has done is this glass paneling here. So beautiful, large farmhouse sink here, along with another Thermador dishwasher. So just lots of countertop space, as well as plenty of bar space for, again, entertaining, family functions. Not only can you prep your food here, but you can also have guests eating and drinking here. And you also have a direct view here to the pool area, which we'll get to later in the video. So let's go back here. I want to make sure that you guys get to see one of my favorite parts of the home is the prep kitchen. And this is really nice because if you have a family and you're entertaining, you have a lot of friends over, there's a lot of times a lot of stuff everywhere, but this area gives you an opportunity to prep here. That way the rest of the home can be clear for your guests. And what I like about what J. Anthony's done is that they've added a sink here as well as a window. So you have all this natural light that's coming into the home. So as you're prepping for dinner or for lunch or for your guests, you have the views that you need to make sure you get right. They also put the microwave in here along with this commercial grade refrigerator. So again, this is really great where you actually have your refrigerator in the prep kitchen instead of the main kitchen, because it just gives you more space to do what you need to do from an entertaining perspective, and you can do all the prepping in the prep kitchen. So very, very cool. And as we go out to this side, we actually are into the pantry. This is full on walk-in pantry. So you have tons of space, and they also left a little area here too where you can do some storage. If you wanted to put another refrigerator here, you could. There is an outlet there. And again, because J. Anthony is completely custom, you can customize this any way you want to, but this is to die for a butler's pantry with everything that you need with shelving as well as additional space. All right, so we're actually going to show you guys a little bit of the area through the garage area here. You see we have, not only do we have a really great mudroom, but we have a mudroom with storage. So again, this is where you're going to be able to come in with your coats, hats, and mittens. Not too often here in Texas where it's hot most of the time, but during those few winter months that we have, you have tons of space for those shoes, everything that you need for the kiddos to hide and store the items as you're coming in from the garage. So plenty of room in this mud area. And just off here, we have those 4-car garages that we talked about earlier. Speaking of gyms, J. Anthony is actually one step ahead already. This area is already laid out to be a gym. They've done the full-on floor to ceiling mirrors along with the rubber matting and floors. And this would be, this is my dream area. I work out almost every morning, but I have to go to the gym to do so because I don't have a space like this. So having a space like this and you can just get up, come straight in here, work out, and you're done for the day is perfect. And I'm glad that they just, with this particular model, went ahead and did it versus you having to come in as the buyer and add these customizations. J. Anthony already did it. The floors, the mirrors, this is perfect. You just move in your Peloton, your treadmill, your rower, and your weights, and you are pretty good to go. All right, let's take a look upstairs. So this is gonna be the game room area. This is going to be really ideal whether you have kids or whether you also wanted to turn this into another entertaining space. So I've definitely seen some homes that have the pool table up here, the foosball table, the racquetball table, whatever you want, you can add up here. You can also have this as another lounge space. So again, creating kind of whatever makes sense for you. So the way they laid it out, you can do either or. They also have plenty of window space up here. So this is just a nice foyer into the game room area. There we go. Very nice. This particular home is going to have 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, and we are at around 5,800 square feet. And every single bedroom has its own bathroom in this particular floor plan. So again, because J. Anthony is custom, you can have that same thing as well. So this is a beautiful guest room, and it's gonna have a full bathroom along with a walk-in closet. So J. Anthony did not skip out on style. You have the floor to ceiling subway tile in the tub here. And I really like the color that they chose. Again, adding that dimension to kind of that neutral look. So they've done that here with the black and the gold. And then this tile here, this marble tile has a little bit of black and gray in it also. So, and then they've done a little bit of gold trim, just a touch on the subway tile finish in here. So they have not skipped around on dimension. I really love that we've taken the neutral kind of style, that modern look and feel, and added some dynamic, some warmth to it. I really, really like this feature. So again, full bathroom for your guests, as well as a full-on walk-in closet. And have another guest bedroom here. Same thing in here, full-on, really nice space in here, enough space for a full-size bed, queen-size bed, or again, you can turn this into a study as well as a lounge area. And it's also gonna have another full-size bathroom. And again, more neutrality with a little bit of dimension. In this particular bathroom, they've done the white oak paneling with the glass door. So the other bathroom that we just saw had a tub, but this one is gonna have a full-on shower. So I really, really love the style that they've done here. Again, adding that neutral, but adding a little bit of dimension with the gold trim, and also taking it all the way up to the ceiling is a really, really nice touch. I wanna say with J. Anthony, because the homes are all custom, you can do this. A lot of times if you're building with one of the other builders in the master plan communities, this would be considered like an upgrade. But with J. Anthony, it's your home, you get to do what you want to do, so this could be by default. So this home has that 5.5 bedrooms, and this is gonna be that half bath. So it's perfect because it's just off the living room area and kitchen. So your guests don't have to go into a bathroom to use the restroom. You have your half bath located just right down the hallway and foyer. So if you are entertaining, this is your dream. So I talked about earlier in the game room where you could put a pool table or foosball table, but honestly, this area is going to be great for those items as well. Full on entertainment area, a place for a TV here. The view to the outside is perfect to the pool and the backyard. And then also you get to step right into this little media and theater area as well. So if you're entertaining and having guests over, this is the place to do it. So everybody kind of has their little space and they can move around. I really love what they've done to this media area. So most times you'll see media rooms kind of closed off, completely dark. So it really just depends on your style. Again, this is custom, so you can close this off if you wanted to. On this particular model, it is all open here, but if you wanted this to be completely closed in and have that dark feel to your media and theater room, you can do that as well. But they did go ahead and add the dark paint to it to kind of give that feel, and there is no extra windows here, so it really just would be up to you and your design on whether you had it closed off. So now we are on the other side of the house. So again, two on this side of the house. So we had 2 bedrooms on the left side, and over here we're gonna have 3, which includes 2 guest spaces as well as our primary suite. So again, in each of the guest spaces, you have a guest room along with the full bathroom. This is perfect for multi-generational families because this particular space is a lot bigger than the rooms on the other side. And the way the bathroom and the closet is set up is perfect for if you have your mother-in-law living with you or any additional family members. They kind of have their own little suite and area to spend their time. I really love what J. Anthony's done here with this olive color, tying it into the quartz countertops. And then also too, in the closet, you'll see that there is a window. I really love closets with windows. There's nothing like getting dressed with a lot of light versus in the darkness. And so this just really gives a beautiful dynamic to the closet there. And then again, here in this bathroom, you'll see the tile all the way up to the ceiling. They've kind of matched it with that olive green where it flows really well with the cabinets in here. But that subway tile is absolutely gorgeous. One of the things that I like about J. Anthony is that they're really particular on the fixtures that they choose. So some of these fixtures you won't see. They don't have the same fixture in every bedroom. They're very unique. So a lot of detail is put into these custom homes. And so if you are looking to build your dream home, whether it's with J. Anthony or any other custom builder, please feel free to reach out. You can contact me and my information is on your screen. We can talk about your goals, your dreams, and your plan. Whether it's a custom home builder or any of the other builders here in DFW, I would be happy to help you on your journey. All right, so let's go take a look at this primary bedroom. Another really cool thing is that look at this hallway. Like, it's not small, a lot of space, and I cannot tell you how much this is my favorite layout and setup, which is to have your laundry room off of your primary suite. So this is absolutely stunning. Not only is it right off the primary suite, but it actually feeds directly into the closet area. So this laundry space is absolutely gorgeous. Plenty of cabinetry. You also have that added sink, which is perfect for doing your laundry and other utilities. Plenty of shelving here. So this is gonna be, of course, for the full size side by side. But again, because J. Anthony's custom, if you want to do stackable, which I'm starting to see those a lot around, you can also do a stackable setup. So this utility room feeds directly into what I call your fashion mall style closet. So this is absolutely gorgeous. It has plenty of shelving along with that kind of storefront shelving and kind of where you're gonna need your little rod to get your items, but a lot of space in here along with this island that's directly in the middle, or your chest and your drawer. So you have a lot of storage in your closet as well. I really love these handles too. Like, they really, the details, it's the details that I love. And this fixture, again, they do not skip out on the details. This is gorgeous, and I actually want to see it lit up. Ah, look at that. That is beautiful. And again, a closet with windows, you just don't see very often. So I really love the detail of having the 2 windows here because it just brings in all the natural light. You get to see a little bit of Mother Nature as you get ready and go about your day. So again, we're looping directly from the utility room, which is one of my favorite things. There's only so many builders that do that floor plan, but I think it's genius. I don't know why else you would have your laundry room anywhere else in the house outside of your primary suite. For me, that is just perfect. So now we're in probably my favorite room in the house. I don't actually cook much. My boyfriend does all the cooking, so he would love that kitchen that's in there. But for me, this is where I would be retreating. Okay, so you're talking about a full-on resort style shower. Again, J. Anthony does not skip out on the details in this shower. You're gonna have all the paneling all the way up to the top, the gold details and the features, and another window. It is beautiful. Then you're gonna have the standalone tub right in front of another window as well. The only thing I think I would probably add here is a little frosting to this window or maybe some blinds for a little privacy, but you can do whatever you want here. But I really do still love that this is here, right just beside the tub. So you can have your spa-like day, retreat, woosah, and just have a moment because this bathroom is the size of a lot of bedrooms. I also love what they've done here where they have the dual side by side, but you kind of have your own space, right? So depending on your setup with your partner, you can have their space here and you can have yours here, but plenty of storage in between, lots of cabinetry and space for all of your things. But I just really love how it's spread out, not on top of each other, and you can do your own thing. The cabinets, it's just so many of them. So many storage spaces. And these are actually going to be the quartz countertops that's throughout as well. And I really love the detail here that they've added with this glass cabinet as well. So you can, again, you can hide all your stuff here, but then all your pretty stuff you can kind of lay out in the glass cabinet. All right, and so now we are in the master suite, primary suite actually. So look at that fixture, like that is absolutely gorgeous. It's very unique. And it's cool because while I don't think that actually provides a lot of light, J. Anthony's done a really good job with this bay area with these 3 windows, bringing in all of the natural light from the backyard area. And then there's also a door there that'll take you directly to the pool. So this is really gorgeous with the kind of the steep ceilings here that you have and lots of room to flow and move throughout. All right. So now we're gonna take you guys to what you've been waiting for, which is the pool area and backyard space. So not only is J. Anthony a custom home builder here in Texas, they also do custom pools. So if you already have a home already, you can actually reach to J. Anthony to have them design and install one of your pools. So they have these famous, really beautiful architectural designs. And one of the unique things that they do with their homes is if they're building you a custom home, they actually install the pool at the same time, which actually saves a lot of money and a lot of cost to you as the buyer and the builder. And the reason why that's unique is because a lot of times the builders will build your house first and then the pool, but J. Anthony actually does both at the same time. So on this property, we have about 1.4 acres. And you can actually see that most of the acreage is here in the backyard. So this backyard goes all the way back to the back there. So you have plenty of space to do whatever you want. So they actually have the pool right up front, but if you wanted to have your pool further back, again, because J. Anthony is fully custom, you can do that too. But on this model, it's kind of attached and it flows from the living room area not living room area, the outside patio area. And what I like about this space is that it's year round, right? So you can sit out here year round, especially here in Texas where it's hot like 8 months out of the year. But if it's a cooler night or fall day, this is still a perfect space to hang out and sit out here, as well as still enjoy all of the acreage in the view. So this pool, it has the waterfalls and it also has a hot tub. And J. Anthony, again, because they're custom, they have many different options for you to choose from when you're designing exactly how you want your pool to be. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tour today by J. Anthony Homes. Again, we are here in Celina, Texas, in the neighborhood of Red Buds. And J. Anthony is a custom home builder here. They've been in business since about 2015. And what I really like about them is that while they will entertain and build on any lot that you have or any lots that they've developed, the owner likes to focus on a specific area to make sure that the clients get the most touch points and highest levels of customer service possible. So most of their homes you'll find in Lucas, Prosper, Park, Fairview, and Parker. So yeah, that's actually where you can find most of the J. Anthony homes. So again, if you have questions about this home or any of the lots that are still available, because remember there's 9, you can actually reach out to me at the contact information that's on your screen, or you can click the link that's in my description box and we can talk about this home, plans for this home, or as well as any other home that you're thinking about here in the DFW area. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back for the next tour.